temperatures downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, but they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington football team. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry here for Kane-Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up in... So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And, Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down. And this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his team this week because, let's face it, who wants to be the team to lose to someone who's lost 4 straight games?
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 19 yards.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Yes.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means they're going to find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Throwing again on 2nd down. Mond, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Mond going to throw it. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mond. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down. Mond out of the shotgun. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mon throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Mon. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance. arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Waddle in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mon. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you love looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It's complete to Fuller. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Mon looking downfield for Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Mon.
Dancing to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, Mond. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Washington 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mond. He's got Fuller.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And now the rookie's free. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mon looks to throw.
Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. From the Washington first down.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action here. Mon. Caught by his tight end, Wesco.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, here's Mon.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas, 83 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Vikings 21, Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Hardman on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And a catch right side by Evans. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mond. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mond looks to throw on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Mond. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but This offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
From the 27, Mond. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Mond going to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feed.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 42. Washington 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Washington will take over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now Mon. Quickly into the hands of Fuller.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Here's McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mon looks to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A gain of 7.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. It's caught. Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to